Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while? Open some random cards based on a cartoon. Yeah, we've done Adventure Time and Steven Universe a handful of times, but I was at a card store recently and I found these. Avatar: The Last Airbender trading cards from Weiss Schwarz. Now, I don't know too much about these, but I do know that Weiss Schwarz is one of those, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, by the way. I do know that Weiss Schwarz is one of those card games that just does a lot of crossovers and different, like, licenses. There are some Weiss Schwarz Adventure Time cards somewhere that I need to get my hands on eventually. But today, it's all about Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of the most beloved and critically acclaimed cartoons of all time, especially, definitely from my childhood. If you're not familiar, it's about this guy, Aang, the Avatar, who is the master of all four elements. I almost said earth, wind, and fire. Water, earth, fire, air. Technically, he is a super powerful bender, meaning he can control all the elements, and he uses that to save the world from the Fire Nation. And Weiss Schwarz, I don't know much about it. What does it say on the back? Well, Weiss Schwarz is an entertainment card game that brings to life the characters and famous scenes from over 70 popular video games, anime, and manga at the time of printing. So yeah, they do a lot of different licenses and crossovers and stuff. They did the Disney 100 cards recently, I think. Each pack contains 9 random cards out of the 144 types of cards, including the parallel cards. Oh man, this is getting into a lot of like specifics that I am not familiar with, but we do have a rarity readout here, so let's take a look at that. So we've got double rares, rares, uncommons, commons, climax rares, and climax commons. Then we have parallel cards, which are secret rares, special rares, avatar rares, triple rares, and super rares. I've only ever opened one of these boxes before, so I don't really know what all that means. I filmed the opening of that box, but it was for like a main channel video, so I didn't do any commentary, so if I still have the footage, I'll show you what I got right here. But that has been months ago, so let's just jump into this with more or less fresh eyes. Okay, there we go. We have our Avatar cards, and look, we have a box topper. I miss when card games did box toppers. We got a little promo card here up at the top. So I guess that's the Weiss Schwarz back, and then we got this little Sokka. Look at that. That's cute, little chibi Sokka. He's so little and upset. Oh, it's literally called chibi Sokka. I didn't notice that. That's cool. So we got our box topper to start out. And then we have, how many packs? Did they say 16? So it'll be 8 on each side. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. I have no idea what we're looking for. I have no idea what is sought after. I don't know what's rare. I don't know what's good. I have genuinely no idea. I'm just here to see some Avatar cards. Now, if you watch my main channel at all, that you know I famously not seen Avatar: The Last Airbender for a long time. Like, I had never really watched it. Ember Island Players, played by a man. So that is Toph. So that is the person who played Toph in that one episode where they went to see a play. That was the only episode that I remember from when I was a kid, and it's just, why is that the only episode that I drastically remember? Hama, the Bloodbender. Ooh, that was one of the more dark episodes. And we got a regular Toph, Melon Lord. That's a cute name. Ko, the Face Stealer. Oh, that's a cool one to get a card of. So it's a lot of like screenshots from the show. Oh, I took 2 off by accident. Oh, there we go. Ooh, we got like a little cracked hollow foil on the bottom half of the card here. Katara, Desire to Help. So this is when she was pretending to be that spirit. So yeah, it's a lot of like screenshots from the show, not a whole lot of original art. Aang.
My name is Aang, and I'm the Avatar.
I said like the fucking movie, Aang. Duh. It's early, my bad. We got Aang protecting Ba Sing Se. Nice. It's a lot of just like screenshots from the show, no original art, but this is basically what you're looking at. All right, so first pack down, my camera overheated, and now it has been several hours. Pack 2. I really don't recall where I left off, but we're going into pack 2 just to see what we can get. I don't think there was any kind of like pack trick. Ooh, Judy, welcome to Ba Sing Se. That's a really creepy card. One of the most iconic lines out of the entire Avatar series. Oh, we got another Ember Island player, but this time of Aang. Classic stuff. Appa! Oh no! Appa lost! Aww, that was such a sad arc. They have an arrow in the side of his head? Aww, oh, poor guy. Then we're moving into Katara High Society. Aang consulting his past selves. Ooh. Yeah, I've only seen Avatar one time. I've watched it through all the way one time, and that was last year. It was really good. I really liked it, but for whatever reason, it just took me a long time to get to it. And ooh, we got another cracked ice type of card of my Moody. And then on the back, oh, well, there they are again. Falling Out. I was definitely there when the show was brand new on Nickelodeon. I remember watching watching a handful of episodes and being kind of into it, but as the show went on, it's something about me when I was a kid. I was just too dumb, but I could just never follow like the really plot heavy shows that got dramatic. I always just wanted like dumb fun. So, ooh, look at that. Oh, that's really cool looking. Azula, Verge of Insanity. This is like a textured holo card. Hold up, what is this? What's the rarity on this? Where'd the box go? I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this appears to be a super rare. Look at that. Is this from the Agni Kai? Oh man, that just looks so cool. Getting this graded would be fantastic. Ooh, I just love a card with a little bit of texture on it. That's great. Yeah, but for whatever reason, like as much as I thought like shows like these were cool, I was just always more prone to like sitting down and watching another episode of Invader Zim or The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy rather than more of this. So it took me a long time to get to Avatar, but hey, we got another. Ooh, this is a really, really important moment in the show to be given like such a silly little holofoil pattern. This is Zuko on the run when he cuts off his ponytail because he has betrayed the Fire Nation and is on the run. Spoilers for the show, by the way. Hold up. I tend to forget to do that before I start opening these cards. Avatar really did have all the makings of a show I would have liked as a kid, though, because I loved Teen Titans on Cartoon Network, which was very similar in its presentation style and how it got into more serious drama. But for whatever reason, it just didn't click, and it took me years to actually get around to this show, but I finally did last year ahead of the live action version that went up on Netflix. And man, is it good. Man, is it good. I really want to do a full-on recap of the show for the main channel at some point. Oh, ooh, look at this. This is beautiful. Yip. Oh man, that's so pretty. That's such a pretty card. Just the gang on Appa's back flying through the clouds. This is quintessential to me. Like when I think of Avatar, this kind of scene is exactly what comes to mind. Then behind that, I think we're gonna have another cracked ice. Okay, we got Ty Lee, another cracked ice hollow foil. That's an interesting choice of image. They didn't have to pick that one. Master all four elements on the stage of Weiss Schwartz. All right. I would really like to see another card like that super rare of Azula. That was a really cool looking card. I don't know how many of those in a box you're meant to get. We got another Toph. Okay, we're starting to see some duplicates now. We've seen basically all of these so far. Yep. Not a single new one yet. Ooh, oh, here we go. Skillful Display. This is another textured, it looks like maybe a super rare. Ooh, no, it's a triple rare of some kind. Yeah, it's literally called a triple rare because it's got the RRR down here, but this is a Skillful Display triple rare of Toph, and it's an amazing textured card. You can see kind of the like wind action lines going on here. Then behind it, we have, another Appa card. This is kind of blurry looking. This screenshot's kind of blurry looking. I feel like they could have done a little bit better on that personally. Aang, Missing Companion. I guess that's when he's trying to find Appa. What's on the back? We got another Toph, and then these cracked ice foils always kind of stick. Toph and Aang, Earthbending Lessons. Ooh, nice. I've yet to see Legend of Korra. That's kind of the next one. The next stop is I need to watch Legend of... noises from outside. That's kind of my next stop, is I want to watch Legend of Korra. I know a lot of people will say that I don't really need to watch Legend of Korra, but I'd like to have the full context of the whole series. I have a tendency to like shows that are a little bit love it or hate it. I tend to actually kind of like a lot of shows like that, so I reserve judgment on Legend of Korra, even though I know what I've heard and that it's not like the best. But we got an Aang, just an Aang, the Last Airbender. We got a little cracked ice on that. That's really cool, but it's not the last card in the pack, actually. We got something else behind it. Lord Ozai and another cracked ice. Oh, it's Iroh. T-Server. Oh, that's cute. He was my favorite character. So Korra is definitely next up on my list, but I have seen both the live action show on Netflix and the live action movie, neither of which were particularly good. Yeah, man. The live action show was just such a disappointment to me because it was clear to me that they took the backlash from the film and just tried to like meet all of the bare minimum assessments for the show to look like Avatar and just kind of figured that was it, but it made all the same mistakes when it came to missing the point of the characters. Like, I made a whole video about this on the main channel, but like, I find that the Avatar movie and the Avatar live action show are both like kind of equally bad, but in slightly different directions. We got our like guaranteed cracked dice foil of Zuko and Iroh, Forgiveness. Ooh. It's just so funny to me when these intensely serious dramatic points in the show get turned to like glitter glittery hollow foil cards, like the I Never Asked to Be Made card from the Steven Universe set. Are they doing a season 2 of the Netflix show? They have to be, right? Like, I mean, it was such an event when the show came out that, you know, even though I didn't particularly like it, and most people didn't particularly like it, I do think it's still gonna be happening, right? I haven't heard much about it, but I guess it has only been a year. We got a little Katara, Fire Nation disguise. Aang building a zoo. That's an awesome pose for a card. That's great. The visual effects and the characters and the plot was just so truncated and awkward in both versions of the live action Avatar. Zuko for honor. Look at that. That's a nice one to get some hollow foil on all that fire. Look at that. Very cool, adding to the stack of hits. Lion turtle. Whoa, look at that. That's so cool. Lots of detail in this art. I really love seeing it in card form. There's something behind there. These cracked ices, they always stick. Katara, no chance given. Look at that. That is a rare. It seems like every one of these packs is guaranteed a rare that has this cracked ice foil. That's one of our first holos of Katara, I think. And with that, we're about halfway through the box, man. Yeah, I did a whole video dissecting my thoughts on Avatar, the movie, and the live action show over on my main channel last year. And I haven't done any more Avatar content since, but I have been curious to try and get a little bit more into it. I want to do the recap. Oh, it's Boomy! Boomy, he's so goofy. He's so silly. He's such a silly looking dude. And another one of the episodes that I really remember from when I was a kid. Like, I do remember them going to what is the city called? What is the city called where they find Boomy? I do remember that episode in particular, but not quite as vividly as I remembered the weird episode where they went and saw a play based on their adventures. Iroh, the Dragon of the West. Ooh. Iroh was such a cool character in that he was very clearly intensely powerful, but he never really showed it. At the beginning of the show, they always liked to keep his power hidden until, like, everyone around him underestimated him at just the wrong time, and then he would whip this kind of crap out, and you would realize, oh damn, this dude means business. I always love finding weird little trading card sets like this based off of cartoons that I like, and cartoons that I don't particularly have any investment in either. I just think it's neat that there are cards based on these cartoons. We got another Appa reunion with the group. Oh, that's so cute. We've seen that one a couple of times. So I've done a handful of different Adventure Time card sets. I've done the Steven Universe cards, of course. There are more Adventure Time card sets. This company has done some Adventure Time card sets before. Ooh, Sokka, warrior of the Southern Water Tribe. What a character arc Sokka had, man. And they always get it wrong in the live action versions, man. Okay, then we got, Suki coming to the rescue. That one's really cute. Aw, Toph childhood. So tiny. And our rare, ooh, this one's cute. Sokka offering different perspectives. Look at his drawing. Aw, that's cute. Make the drawing a card. Make the full drawing a card, why don't you? It really bums me out that, at least as far as I know, there was never a card set for, like, Gravity Falls or Phineas and Ferb or anything like that. I do go to, like, flea markets and different card shops every now and then where I find, like, really random card sets. Like, here's, you know, American Tail Fievel Goes West trading cards. Here's Pocahontas trading cards. You know, weird random stuff like that I would love to just buy and do random, like, totally nonsense openings of. I think that kind of thing is really fun. Oh, Aang blending in when they were at the Fire Nation, this is when they went to the Fire Nation school, yeah? It's definitely later season because Aang has his hair. You'll have to forgive me if I am a little bit fuzzy on some of the plot details. Of course, like I said, I have only seen the show all the way through once, and that was a year ago, so it's nowhere near as ingrained in my head as things like Steven Universe are. Oh, but I could never forget this. Colors of Fire, when Aang was trying to really learn firebending. Oh, that's great. That's a great art for a card. Then we got My Betrayal. We got the Ember Island players of Sokka, Terrible Jokes. Oh man, I've seen this card a few times and it makes me sad. Look at Momo! He misses Appa. It's so sad, it's so cute. Then we got another Aang, Firebending Misfire. Oh, that's when he hurt Katara, isn't it? Oh man, forgot about that. We got one of Aang's mentors. We got a healing lesson. We got Suki again. Again, some of these screenshots do look a little bit blurry. I kinda wish we had gotten a little bit more bespoke new art for this set. And our guaranteed rare, Toph Metal Bending. Oh yeah! That's a really cool moment in the show. When Toph realizes that metal is rock, so she could probably bend it, and it was right. Oh, that was so cool. The whole concept of element bending was just so fascinating to us as kids growing up with this show. I wasn't even the world's biggest Avatar fan, but I did that thing that everyone did when they'd like get in the shower and the water would run down their hand and then off their fingers. It's like, I'm a waterbender. Like everyone did that. Everyone did that. Oh, here we go. This is the Agni Kai for sure. It says so right there. Siblings Agni Kai. Ooh, Appa. Ready to fight. Cute. Oh, Ember Island players Scar on the wrong side. We got the Zuko from that episode. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Nice. We got Katara playing with water. Not Zuko, sorry. Jet manipulated. I forgot about Jet, man. I forgot about Jet and I called him Zuko. I feel ashamed. Iroh, Order of the White Lotus. Then T-Wisdom. And then I think we've got one more card in this pack. What is it? Ooh, it is Suki, Kyoshi Warrior. So this is from her first appearance, yeah? Great fighter that Sokka learns some of his first lessons from in the show, back when he is just a raging misogynist and has to get beat up by a few women to learn his lesson. We are down to our last 3 packs. These are interesting. It's fun kind of opening these when I've only seen the show once. It kind of jogs my memory a little bit. Ooh, the space sword. Yes, when Sokka was making his sword. These are like the little details of like, especially the later stage in the show that aren't as solidified in my head as some of the earlier bits that, you know, opening cards like this, it really helps me remember the stuff that happened in the show because I'm gonna have to do that recap eventually, which means I'm probably gonna have to rewatch the whole show. But the more I can remember, ooh, the better I'll be. Aang learning the Avatar state. Now that would make a fantastic holo, but this is just, I think an uncommon. In the Pokemon world, if there was like some kind of alternate art of this, that would be amazing. And then we got, ooh, Katara. Katara, experienced fighter. Nice cracked ice holo foil. Matches the water bending theme pretty well. So we've only seen like a couple of the like parallel rares, those like super rares and triple rares. I wonder how many of them you're meant to get in a box. I wonder if it says on the back of the booster box. We got another Toph. Then we got Scar on the wrong side guy. Judy, welcome to Ba Sing Se. Ooh, Momo. Winged Lemur. We haven't seen this Momo card yet. That's really cute. Yeah, the other thing is, I believe Momo is technically in the Netflix series, but he does next to nothing. Like, I feel like they could have cut Momo out of the Netflix series and been fine, but they left him in. Ooh, here we go. They left him in because the fans would expect him to be there, but then they cut out everything that he ever did. So we got Katara and Aang, reciprocated feelings. Aww, this is the first time they kissed. Or, one of them, maybe? This is the point near the end of the series where they're like together, right? Something like that. And then on the back, oh, I guess I forgot to put one to the front. Energy bending, that's a great one. Look at that. This is like right at the end of the show, right? This is the final boss, as it were. Last pack. Oh, it went upside down. Last pack. Yeah, let me know if you enjoy when I open these kind of random cartoon cards. These can be a little hit or miss, especially if I don't know the show as well as I know Steven Universe or something like that. But I always find them fun to do. And, you know, as long as I can find them, I'm down to do them. I have a random box of Donkey Kong cards from like 1982 sitting next to me right now that I'd love to do an opening of. They're bubblegum cards, so they have like 40-something-year-old bubblegum still inside the packs. It's gross. And we are ending on Toph, High Society. Okay, what episode is this from? I'm actually kind of drawing a blank as to what part of the show this is from. Huh, that's Toph though. Which brings us to the end of our Avatar box. That was kind of neat. And in our Avatar box, we got our Chibi Sokka box topper promo card. Then we got a spread of rares in basically every pack, including Mai, Zuko on the Run, Ty Lee, Toph and Aang, Iroh T-Server, Zuko and Iroh Forgiveness, Katara No Chances Given, that one's really cool, Iroh Dragon of the West, another really good one, Sokka offering different perspectives, Aang blending in, Toph Metal Bending, Suki Kyoshi Warrior, Katara Experienced Fighter, Katara and Aang Reciprocated Feelings, and Toph High Society. Those are our rares. Then we got double rares of Katara Desire to Help, Aang, The Last Airbender, appropriate, Zuko for Honor, and Sokka, Warrior of the Southern Water Tribe. Then we got one triple rare of Skillful Display, and lastly we got our super rare of Azula, Verge of Insanity, which is by far my favorite card in the entire box. That looks so cool. And that was Avatar, I guess. It's just a touch underwhelming because, you know, I would have liked a little bit more bespoke art than just screenshots from the show. That's the thing about the Steven Universe boxes that are so fun. You get a lot of screenshots from the show, yes, but you also get a lot of like one-of-one art. You get a one-of-one sketch card with original art in basically every box, plus like autographs and stuff like that. Obviously, this is a very different kind of card set. This is actually meant to be played, where those Steven Universe cards are just meant to be collected. But even stuff like this Chibi Saka with what looks to be pretty original art would actually be a nice change of pace from the rest of this. Okay, actually looking at it, it does seem like there might be some more bespoke art or like some character cards, some like more like unique art that isn't just screenshots. We just didn't pull any of it. Oops. I don't know, it was really fun though. It's very cool, always cool to open up new types of stuff. Let me know what you think though. I'm just kind of being honest. I'm not as connected to Avatar as other shows, but I do really like it. But absolutely doesn't make any of it bad. I really like some of the cards that we pulled today. So anyway, that's it. Leave.